Hi everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Numbers here, another episode of Magic Duels. So for today's episode we are back with the Tempo deck. So this is a really nice opening hand actually. Now we've mulliganed down, we've got the Sylvan Advocate, we've got the Reclamation Sage and the Archangel Avacyn. Looks like we're possibly playing a wolf deck of some description. So the Sylvan Advocate will be pretty useful here. So I think we shall start off with an Evolving Wilds, get that green source down. It's a nice aggressive wolf there, 2/1, 1 mana. Goes to a Sinuous Predator, can't be blocked by more than one creature. Oops, daisy. Forgot, because the Evolving Wilds can be cracked, it won't automatically pass my turn anymore. So what have we got here then? We're playing the rank 37 Monkey KB. I'm down at rank 37 myself. I played a few warm-up games and basically had a pretty horrible time, so yeah, I'm hoping to do a little bit better now I'm recording. Did manage to win one pretty fun game, but unfortunately lost a few as well. I did start trying to record one video, and also I did start recording a second ago, and just had to scrap the game like straight away. It was an okay opening hand, but then I just didn't draw into anything. It was like a burnish deck, so he burnt down quite a few of my early creatures, all sorts of jazz like that. Okay, so Kessig Prowler, whenever it becomes blocked or becomes blocked by a creature, deals 1 damage to that creature. So I can't actually block this Kessig Forge Master, unfortunately, just because he will kill my Sylvan Advocate. So I can block the 2/1. Okay, so he's played out the Gaia Reach Bandit, a 3/2 with haste. So he's going to swing with just the Kessig Forge Master. Do we block the Gaia Reach Bandit, or do I let 5 damage go through? It's kind of half tempting not to not block it this turn, and then try and block it next turn with an Always Watching. So I'm going to take the 5 damage, go down to 13. Wow, that's pretty low. So we're going to have to drop the Glacial Fortress. I mean, we could flash in a Bounding Krasis instead, could also work. Although I'm kind of more tempted to just go for the Always Watching. Makes this a 3/4, allows us to block the 3/2. Oh, we can actually attack as well, can't we? Because we have Vigilance. There we go. So in 2 turns' time, we can potentially drop Avacyn, which will help us out a bunch. We'll come down as a 5/5 and makes things indestructible. So we probably want to play out Bounding Krasis next turn. So wait to see what he does this turn, and potentially flash this in. So he's going to swing. No, he's decided not to swing. Interesting. So that will flip, as will that. It's pretty terrifying. So what do we play out here then? Do we need a second white source? No, we do not. Just wondering what's the best course of action here is. Huh. This is pretty tricky. I've only got 4 mana, and unfortunately I can't play out 2 spells on the same turn, so maybe it's just worth dropping something like a Hinterland Harbor and then tapping like this down. Just going to skip attack, and yeah, I think we're just going to flash in the Bounding Krasis at this point and just tap this one down. So he's going to play out the Shrill Howler, so he gets to transform that, doesn't he? So let's just tap you down. So that will transform into a Howling Chorus. So you do get tapped down. Oh, so you get converted, don't you? So yeah, you may transform it, of course. So that will do 2 damage to any blocker. So I could block it, but I would lose the creature. So I'm going to let the 3 damage go through. Next turn I will be able to kill it by flashing in Avacyn, which is quite nice. Or can I not do... Oh no, I should have... Oh my god, I've made a huge mistake. I can't actually do that at the moment, because unless I get a 5th mana of... Okay, so he completely screwed up there by... Okay, we do another Bounding Krasis, that is okay. Although we do kind of need to play out something this turn, just because otherwise these will flip back. So what do I play out? What's he got? Howling Chorus. It's a 3/5, and you're a 4/4. Okay, so yeah, maybe it's worth playing out maybe another Bounding Krasis and tapping something down, or maybe just a Bygone Bishop. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do Bygone Bishop this turn, because I made a huge mistake there by playing out the Hinterland Harbor last time and not being able to then play out Avacyn this time, so that was completely my own fault. So I had to play out something there to stop these two flipping. See what he does. So if we can survive this turn, he's going to swing with a lot of things, I would assume, or maybe just the 4/4. Okay, that's okay. I will probably just let that go through. Go down to 6. We need to remember to pop the Evolving Wilds here. And he's got a Kessig Prowler, so luckily that's not going to flip. And then we're just going to flip you over. Okay, what does this do? Okay, so whenever Wolf becomes a control of any kind of spell ability, when the Wolf becomes a target of any spell or ability, oh, instant or sorcery spell. Okay, so that means we can still do things like Bounding Krasis it down. Oh, this is annoying because I can't. So, how much damage are we potentially going to take next turn? Is it more worthwhile? I can swing with you though, as we have Vigilance. Because I mean, we can only flash in one creature anyway. So how much damage will we do? Because these are going to flip, unfortunately, to a 4/3 and a 3/2. So how much damage are we going to take next turn? So we can block 4 creatures. So we could potentially kill you, and then kill you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We would then take 6 damage. Okay, that's if these flip. So we could also Bounding Krasis something in. No, that wouldn't really work either. Just too low. Maybe I should have blocked that one last time, but let's try to think about this here. I mean, I could just flash in Avacyn. I could drop Avacyn now. I mean, I won't get the Indestructible, but I will prevent these from flipping and then give me a blocker for, say, this 3/5. Just try to think about this. What's the best course of action? It's probably best just to play Avacyn now. I mean, I would like to flash her in, but I think this is going to give me the best chance of survival. I don't think I still think he's got way too many creatures for me to block. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I can only, unfortunately, I think I can only block 3 of these. So he's swinging with everything. Let me just think about this. So I can kill you, block you. Yeah, I can't actually block enough damage here, so unfortunately that is GG for game number 1. Okay guys, here we are for game number 2. We're playing the rank 40 Sleeping Rabbit. Okay, this is pretty trash. Oh my god, that's even worse. That will have to do. What do we want to start with? Probably the Hinterland Harbor, because it's the only one that will come in tapped. So we can play the Plains and then the Sunpetal Grove after that. So yeah, that's unfortunate. We would have liked to have had this like hand earlier on, just with like one more card. Okay, so we've got green and white at the moment from Mr. Sleeping Rabbit. Okay, nothing at the moment. We do have all the colours we need, which is always quite nice. We do have all 3 colours to actually play out all of our cards. So we could play out either a Frost Lynx or a Reflector Mage next turn. Or neither, as the case may be, as he's done nothing. Okay, so maybe just a Glacial Fortress and then roll on, because there's no point playing out our 2 bounce creatures if they're not going to get any value out of them. Well, this is a bounce, this is a tap. Okay, so he's still done absolutely nothing, so we probably just want to play out Kiora. There we go, come on. And then we'll play out Kiora, because, you know, we don't really want to play out our creatures. So we may as well get one of our Planeswalkers down. So we'll +1 her. Just untap a card. A land even, sorry. So what's he got? He's just popping the Evolving Wilds. He's fine. So we've got green, white and black. Interesting colour combination. I'm trying to think what deck this could be. I mean, he's been pretty slow so far with just the 2 Evolving Wilds. So we've got Gideon, so I'm guessing some kind of Planeswalker deck. So we could just declare in stone both of them. So let's drop the Prairie stream. We'll also Reflector Mage. Bounce one of these back, I think. There we go. And then we'll +1 Kiora. Choose creatures to untap. We'll also untap one of our manas, which is going to allow us to play Disperse if we need to. I mean, we could, like I said, we could have declared in stone those tokens, but they would have been a bit of a waste of time. I'd rather play out a creature. So we're still 3 turns away from getting the emblem. Okay, we do have a Liliana. So at least we've got the Disperse to deal with you if we need to. So yep, that's just going to -2, -1 me. Can still block the 1/1 token. Don't get why he would do that. There we go. So unless he's got something that can pump it, nope, it's just going to act as a blocker. Whatever. Ooh, we do have Gideon though, very nice. So we'll drop you. And then we'll obviously untap yep, you, and we'll untap you. Like I said, we're just holding open the Disperse at this point. And then we'll also generate a token. So we do now have at least 1 creature which can attack Liliana if we need to. We also have the Disperse in case she gets close to her ultimate ability and we have no way of dealing with her before then. So I do like the emblem on this. So whenever a creature you control enters the battlefield, you may have it fight target creature, then put 3 8/8 blue octopus creature tokens onto the battlefield. That is a bonkers ultimate ability, but... So she's going to -2, -1 my Reflector Mage again. So we're probably still, you know, a good 2-3 turns away from Liliana being able to safely activate her ultimate ability. And in which case we'll probably just disperse her long before then. See what Mr. Sleeping Rabbit does next. Okay, so he's ramping up with the explosive vegetation. Interesting. Is he missing any colours? Are we going to see something like red come down, potentially? Nope, we've still got green, white and black, so it's just the 3 colours for now. Okay, so we do have the Sylvan Advocate and the Frost Lynx here, which is quite nice. So I'm probably going to start off by tapping you down. We can then kill Liliana with the Gideon. And the token, of course. So that's dealt with Liliana, which is pretty sweet. So you and you are just going to fight. I may leave back the Sylvan Advocate just in case he has like a Languish or something like that. So we're just going to untap you, marvellous. Said we'll keep out the Disperse and the Sylvan Advocate just to be on the safe side. So if he's got, like I said, if he's got a Languish, all of these are going to go. So let's see what happens. We're only a couple of turns away from Kiora's ultimate ability now, which is pretty cool. So it is a -8 ability, yeah. See what Mr. Sleeping Rabbit does. He's obviously trying to decide what is the best course of action. He has a completely full hand. That is 3, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 cards in hand. So I wonder what he's doing to take his time so much. It's interesting. Like, is he got Planeswalkers? Is he got Planeswalkers? Has he got Planeswalkers? Would be the correct grammatical response there. Is he waiting for removal? I don't know. We've obviously got a very strong board presence with our 2 Planeswalkers and our 3 creatures. We held back the Sylvan Advocate to be wary of removal from either something like a Play and a Cleanse or a Languish. Either is an option with his available mana and colour choices. At this point he's just running down the clock. Nope, we do have a Nissa here. Okay, so we'll be able to flip her, I think. We could disperse her back before he's able to do that, because why not? I mean, he can replay her out, but we've then got the option to. So he's got Anguish and make my Kiora. Okay, fair enough. We got so close to getting the ultimate ability there, guys. So close. Okay, so he's going to +1 Gideon here and then just swing big. So it's 7, 9, 11 damage here going through. So I think we're going to keep back the Sylvan Advocate just in case of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will come down as a 4/5, so it would actually survive Languish, but it wouldn't survive a Planar Cleanse, either of which I am wary of. See what Mr. Sleeping Rabbit does next. Okay, we have a Sorin, so we could just completely destroy, almost completely destroy Sorin to take down my Gideon. So he could -6 Sorin here. Would he gain 6 health from that as well? He would. Damn it. That's annoying. Can't kill Sorin though, so he goes back up to 12. So I could declare in stone you. So do we destroy the Oath of Gideon here with the collective effort? And we could also play out the Sylvan Advocate to make this more worthwhile. We could also declare in stone you. Yeah, I'm trying to decide here. Because if he does have a planar outburst, again, I don't really want to play that out. So I'm thinking maybe let's just collective effort. We'll put a 1/1 counter on all of our creatures. I don't think we really need to destroy the Oath of Gideon right now. So 2 of you are going to swing at Sorin, and the third is just going to swing at his face, which does give us lethal on the board for next turn. Okay, that's interesting. So he decided to not take any damage there. I mean, we could have played out the Sylvan Advocate, but like I said, I'm being wary of sweepers. I think we've just been slightly out-controlled here. Yeah, here goes the Languish. So Sylvan Advocate would have helped us there. And then he's going to play out the Nissa. So we need something good here to help us go through the last little push. That Sorin was particularly annoying on our Gideon. So we're going to play out the Sylvan Advocate, I think. And he's found the collective effort. So that means he's going to be able to kill my Sylvan Advocate now. I know it's coming. That's the problem. Like, I can't. If I play this out, I know it's just dead. So do I just not play anything out? Because I know the collective effort's there, and I kind of need something like an Avacyn to make it more worthwhile. We've completely had our tempo stalled out here by that Sorin in particular. And he's found his own Gideon. Of course he's found his own Gideon. I think this is probably a game over. This has been very annoying, these 2 games. Yeah, I don't think we can win here, unfortunately. I think we missed our chance, unfortunately. I don't think I could have done anything better. Just trying to think. So he's just going to immediately -4 Gideon, interesting choice. And then play out a double Deathcap Cultivator. So yeah, I think unless I get Thalia could be useful. Play out Thalia and we'll play out Sylvan Advocate, and then I think I'm probably going to declare in stone both of these. Just because we get the most value out of it. I mean, he does get to investigate twice, which, I mean, you know, we don't really have much of a choice at this point. This is immune from the collective effort. It's interesting that I've seen that somebody actually just immediately dropped the emblem. It's an interesting choice. This is, like I said, this is could potentially die to the collective effort. See how this goes. We haven't lost yet, but I mean, we're still at 20 life, so we're not completely dead yet. He has found his own Sylvan Advocate, which will come down as a 5/6. That will come down. That will come in tapped. He will get 5 life from it though, and the token, I believe, which should also come in tapped. See what he does. So at this point we need a bloody miracle, and he's also got his token which is coming in tapped, so he could, you know, deal, and the Sylvan Advocate, which again is going to come in tapped. So we need an absolute miracle at this point. Rec Sage won't really help us. That will be 7 damage you're pushing through here to take him down to 10. How much we could be taking next turn potentially? 10, 15 damage maybe? If he attacks with all of these. I mean, we could Rec Sage his Oath of Gideon, for example. I don't really see how that helps, but whatever. I mean, we could kill Gideon as well. Do I swing for Gideon or Nissa? Or he could also just... he's probably just going to ultimate Nissa anyway, so I'm probably dead unless I do this. But if I do this, then I take 10 damage in the air. So I'm going to have to play out Rec Sage just as a blocker. So that's Gideon dead. And then, yeah, we're going to play out Rec Sage just as a blocker. So, yeah, if we didn't kill Gideon, that would be an extra 5 damage coming our way. If we didn't kill Nissa, that would be all the lands coming our way. At this point, we're taking 10, 15 damage, potentially. So, luckily, because Thalia is still in play, this one comes in tapped. Collective effort, so yeah, you can destroy my Sylvan Advocate. That means I can't then destroy the 3/3 token. I knew that was coming, and then he can also... oh, and they can also pump up all of his creatures as well. Yeah, this did not go well, unfortunately. So just block you for now. So we got close, but unfortunately he managed to destroy our Kiora before we could ultimate her. Did I have the option, or was it a -8 ability? No, I got up to -8, and then I could have got the emblem down, but he was able to then deal with my Kiora before I was able to ultimate her. I think if we managed to get that down, we would have won easily. But unfortunately, we just got very slightly out-controlled. Do have the Bounding Krasis. Doesn't really help us, I'm going to be honest, because, you know, we've got 12 damage in the air, so we could tap that down, but then we've got 12... no, I think we've lost at this point. Unfortunately, we've lost at this point. And I don't really have time to record another episode, so I'm probably just going to leave it here for now. It wasn't the best video, but it was just really unfortunate circumstances. Like, I felt as though we were almost winning in that last game, but, you know, I think we just got slightly unstuck by his ability to remove our Planeswalkers and keep his own up. So yeah, very annoying, but hey ho. So like I said, I think somebody suggested is doing like an Is It Burn deck, and I'm actually quite interested in doing that. So I'm going to probably put it together, might do a stream tomorrow to play test it, so I will put up an announcement for that. But I'm going to leave it here for now. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.